Japanese version today. Both Boxmeister and Shasta, I believe, regularly play on Japanese. And there seems that they're both writing up on the data screen, so let's take a look. Countdown has begun in SRL. We should be starting in just a few moments. Hope nobody was planning on getting anything done, because Fusion is going to eat up your time for the next hour and change here. But if it's any small consolation, playing on Japanese means that you're going to get back to whatever it is you were doing a little bit under 3 minutes faster. That's great. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to see any fancy out-of-bounds shenanigans because the Japanese version is patched to repair that. First things first, they both tackle the climb, and oh, Box getting a little bit lower on that. And Mr. Shasta as well, both of them getting the first part of the climb and dropping the second part. But there's nothing wrong with that. The climb at the beginning there is actually one of the hardest bits of movement in the entire run. You see a surprising number of resets in that room. Alright, they're both on their way to the quarantine bay, where someone left the door open. Well, there's your problem. You can't quarantine if the door's open. Gosh, someone didn't get the memo. But that's alright. Because Samus wears many hats, and one of them is Restorer of the Quarantine Protocol. Oh, there's the offender. It is the yellow jello, the X-Parasite. Shasta and Boxmeister both off to a strong start. Looks like... oh, the timers are not quite in sync, so they're actually pretty darn close. I think Boxmeister might be a hair ahead. But their movement seems to be pretty close to each other, so... I think it's probably going to come down mostly to RNG and boss execution, it feels like. So we'll have to wait and see. Also, let's take a look at how they're mashing text, because text mashing is something that doesn't normally matter because this is an in-game time leaderboard, but in a race, it absolutely does. Ooh, Mr. Shasta accidentally shot canceling a little bit too early there and taking a tumble. Alright, on their way to the data room. And with that weird sound effect and a little bit of internet piracy, both of them now have the missiles. They will be extremely useful in the early game, and necessary throughout. Though later beam upgrades will render them a lot less useful. But for now, we're going to be taking full advantage of them. Alright, first order of business, they've got to make their way down to the first boss. We're going to grab a couple of missile tanks along the way so they can have enough missiles to deal. The 15 needed to kill Arachnus, the Roly Boy. Before that, the RNG demon rears its ugly head with the eye doors. Those nasty doors before most of the bosses. Let's see how many beams they get and if they can pull off the double missile. Boxmeister tinks his first one. Mr. Shasta getting... it looks like he got a double, and he also got much better beam luck, so Mr. Shasta pulls ahead by several seconds here. Now let's see how Arachnus treats them. Arachnus, hopefully they're not going to get any rolls. Mr. Shasta looks good, and he gets the 0 roll. Very nice. He misses the first double. Oh, Box getting a roll. Can he finish it off before the second roll? He can. Only has 2 missiles, though. So if he gets the first double, he just has to get 1 hit, go for the sweet spot, and he gets it. Very nice. Alright, thank you, Alu. Alright, so Shasta did not get the double, but by getting no beams, it still put him ahead of Box there. Each beam adds, I want to say, it's actually a variable number of seconds, because it's not even a set amount of time between opening its eye. The eye door is just a pain. Eye door is just a pain. But there are many more eye doors left. So it's anybody's guess if they will continue to be nice to Shasta or if they will continue to be mean to Box. I'm going to do a quick time check here on leaving the data room. 5:25 at the door for Shasta. Oh, Mr. Shasta's going to go for the 45 missile strat, grabbing the main deck missile. Alright, Boxmeister 5:35, so they're about 10 seconds apart leaving that data room. And they're both going to be going for the main deck missile, so it looks like we're probably going to get 45 missile strats out of both of them. Which has at this point become the most popular missile strat. And uh-oh, neither of them remembered to leave the door open for the Sax, which means the Sax will take matters into its own hands and get rid of the door. We just got that door installed last week, Sax. Why are you such a rude house guest? Alright, both of them now heading on down into Sector 1, the SR-388 biome, because we need to have an orbital biome above the planet it's emulating, because that makes perfect sense. Actually, it does kind of make sense, but it's just kind of funny to think about it. But what isn't funny is this sector, because they're going to have to keep a close eye on their missile count. Because without the charge beam or without more powerful weapons, the missiles are important not just for taking care of threats, but also for continuing to move fast. Because they don't want to be jumping more than they have to, which means missiles are critical. They're also going to hope to keep their health as close to full as possible to get maximum green X-drops. Alright, Shasta at the first stabilizer. It was moving up, but he manages to kill it before it gets away. Those stabilizers like to kind of move up and down a little bit. It's completely random. And if they're not in a position where you can just stand there and shoot them, well, you just have to wait or do little hops. Alright. Mr. Shasta doing well so far. Oh! Box misses a missile, makes it through that room without any hits. Mr. Shasta doing the pirate drop. Doing an extra morph or unmorph than I'm used to seeing, but making it through without any damage. So everything just works out. Alright, Box about to tackle that same room. Again, making it through cleanly. You're always hoping you get no more than three pirates on the right wall, otherwise you're most likely going to hit one, and both of them got good luck there. Moving smoothly through, missile counts looking good. Box takes a hit, but his missile count is high enough that at this point, unless he just starts firing missiles at nothing, he should be in great shape. Alright, Shasta doing the pirate climb now. Oh, goodness, almost gets linguini'd. Gets linguini'd on the second one. Oh, that pirate comes in for the body slam. Shasta said no. Box tackling the same room. Getting some yellows now because his health isn't as full, but now he's getting those greens. He could tackle multiple eye doors with that much ordnance. And Shasta the first to the eye door. Let's see how his luck holds this time. Oh, starting off with a beam. Oh no. Oh no. 3 beams for 1. Okay, and okay. Looks like it ends up being just 3 beams. And Box getting the 0 beam! That's the better part of 10 seconds that Box just earned back on pure eye door luck. But Mr. Shasta gets the double on the core, and Box got the first double, it looked like. Did not get the second one, though. So Box gained back nearly 10 seconds on the eye door, but loses about 4 there by not missing one of the doubles, so he still gains a little bit of time back, but Shasta maintains the lead, leaving a charge beam. Oh, Mr. Shasta messing up the trick to clip through and get that stabilizer. Will Box get it first try? He does. A little bit of shenanigans with the charge beam there. Charge beam is an extremely useful weapon. But unfortunately, it's only at its most useful when you are right on top of enemies, which can be dangerous, but I guess the game developers didn't expect for some folks to play a little bit on the crazy side like us speedrunners do, so here you go. Both of them in the same room now, taking out the last atmospheric stabilizer. And we have the dialogue box on the screen at the same time. Box has closed the gap here. This race is getting more exciting by the moment, but the door takes a little bit longer to open for him. Oh, and unfortunately, the horn node also just gives him a little bit of a trouble there. Both of them are on their way out of the sector. Looking good on missile count. Shasta's health is a little bit lower, but they both should be in pretty good shape heading into Sector 2. Just like that, we get a short reprieve from the action for some words. I don't know what the words say. I didn't take enough Japanese to read all that kanji. Let both of them onto the elevator, heading into Sector 2. Alright, now Sector 1 was a very specific planet. Sector 2 is a very generic jungle. Either that or maybe it's a specific jungle, but no one ever bothers to tell us, because we're on a need-to-know basis and we don't need to know. But what we do need to know is that the Tro sector is a little bit dangerous. This is where the enemies really start doing heavy damage. You gotta worry about the Zoros, the red slugs that do 45 damage. You gotta worry about the flying boys. They do, I want to say 35 to 40 damage. You gotta worry about the mini pancakes, these little tiny floppy dudes. They do 35 damage. There are so many things that do a lot of damage in this sector, and their favorite thing to do is to be where you need to be. So Shasta and Boxmeister are going to have to make full use of their good movement, their charge beam, and their missiles to take out the enemies before they get to be where they're standing. Well, it's not a very polite thing to call them Zeros. They try very hard at what they do. Unfortunately, both Box and Shasta blowing up both blocks, meaning it makes it you almost have to take the hit when that happens. Oh, Shasta taking a couple of body slams into the Zeros there. Box as well, but Mr. Shasta is down to under 1 E-tank of health. He should still be fine. He can take 2 more. He can hug 2 more of them and be okay. But that's still something he would prefer to avoid. So he might opt to play a little bit safer coming out. We'll see. Nope, going for broke. Thankfully, the next few Zoros are all a little bit easier to deal with. Oh, Box moving a little bit too far to the left and hitting that one. So now their healths are very similar. Both of them about to pick up the bombs. Fusion bombs, their best party trick is being a huge disappointment. You can do single bomb jumps, you can blow up blocks, that's about it. Thanks for playing. We're not going to see too many fancy bomb shenanigans here, just because you can't. Oh, Shasta unfortunately getting the bad Zoro placement in that room, and running into the flying enemy. Going back, hoping for a yellow X, it looks like, but getting a green. So both of them Actually, no, Boxmeister's health is just high enough he can take 3 hits and survive. But Shasta is sitting at 2 hits away from death. He's gonna have to play it carefully. So close to each other right now. One bomb block is all that separates these two. Alright, both of them heading into the pancake room. Jess is probably going to try. Probably going to try for the. There it is, the wall jump strat, getting them over those first set of pancakes. Let's see if they can deal with the second set. Oh, taking a bonk on the first one. Jess is still in good shape. In the same room, Box doing a little bit of fancy wall jump there, gaining a few frames. Watch out for the spikes from that enemy, rolling under them, no problem. And they're both closing in fast on the next eye door. Mr. Shasta getting that swag missile, saving that 0 frame like a champion. Both of them going for the extra E-tank. Let's see how Ice and the I-beams go. Shasta getting 1 beam, Box getting no beams. With that, the gap is almost closed completely. But now it's time for Zazabi. Zazabi can be a bit of an equalizer, or an unequalizer. Let's see how many jumps he gives to both our runners. Shasta gets 3 jumps on first phase, Box gets none. Box getting 3 on the second phase, though. Shasta looks like he also got 3. 2 on the last phase for Box. Shasta, oh my gosh, Shasta. Zazabi is just not playing nice for you. Oh, I'm so sorry. And Box getting his double-double on the core and a sweet spot. Shasta getting his first double. Getting the second double. Having to wait a little bit longer for the X to fly, but with that, Box has a lead. The lead has changed hands just like that. And that's Fusion, folks. That's Fusion. But there are plenty of bosses to go, plenty of eye doors, and plenty of... Shasta! Getting the swag missile on the return trip. He lost time on that boss fight, but he has gained swag in all of our hearts this day. Alright, both of them having to play a little bit of a waiting game there with the sax, because no one wants to chance the any percent sax skip, because the penalty for failure is death. That's a pretty harsh penalty in a race. Both of them making their way out of Sector 2. Let's see if they decide to go the right route or the left route. Oh, Box taking the right side climb in the big room. Mr. Shasta will likely opt to do the same. Yes, he does. And away they go. Dramatic music means it's time to go and have a sweet beach party in Sector 4. By sweet beach party, I mean extreme danger party. Because the water's electrified and someone let loose the Kraken. I mean the Ceres. This is the sector where things start picking up a bit in intensity. Tighter movement, requiring runners to use more of the tools in Samus's movement toolkit, and a boss that, while not super difficult, is very easy to lose time on. So, we're just gonna have to see how well they both execute in this sector. We could see another lead change by the end, or we could see the distance widen. Only time will tell. Super speedy shark. Alright, Box, the first one to set foot into Sector 4. What's fancy music? Let's see how he goes. Got some tricky movement right from the get-go. These two rooms. Oh, didn't set the bomb correctly. Probably gonna use some R shots here. Yes, indeed. There's the first one, and the second one makes it through cleanly. Oh, under jumping in that next room and getting hit by the crab. Shasta setting the bomb correctly, opting to pseudo-screw the second crab, but making it out all right. A little bit of an extra unintended climb there. Also taking the dip, but not having trouble with the crab. Box getting the jump extend in the next room correctly, not taking the extra swim. Shasta likewise doing the same. Both of them having pretty clean runs so far through Sector 4. Let's see how the vertical part goes. Oh, the crab, the jukes, getting away from Box's missile and living to antagonize somebody else. Not so lucky on Shasta's side. That crab is dinner. Box having a little bit of trouble there. Shasta seemed to have a slightly cleaner run, but still a few seconds separating them. And now the wall climbs leading up to the eye door. How many beams? Box is going to get no beams again. Second eye door in a row. And Shasta's starting out with beams. Boxmeister, can he get that first shot set up? Let's see. Oh, Shasta, 3 beams so far. Oh, man. Box getting that first hit clean looked like, though. Oh, he's got a good pattern. Oh. Sarah's continuing to go fast a bit longer than we'd like. Shasta setting up for the first hit. Gets it, but Box falls in the water and misses the 2-cycle. This could be big for Shasta. And Shasta, oh, also missing the 2-cycle. Not taking the tumble, though. Oh my gosh. Box getting the half-moon patterns. Those are not the ones you want to see. And Shasta getting the setup, finishing off Saris first. This is the first double, but Box getting, finally, finishing off Saris himself. Alright, Shasta getting that single and 2 doubles. Box having a little bit of trouble setting up for doubles on the core here. Getting knocked around. Oh gosh, his health. Box, be careful. Okay. Bit of a sloppy Box probably not feeling very happy with himself here. Having a bit of a rough Saris and core fight, but he makes it out alive, which is the most important thing. Living to gain time back, but the lead has changed hands again. Shasta now in the lead by double-digit seconds. Oop, Shasta, unfortunately, not charging his pseudo-screw quickly enough and bonking on that crab, and bonking on the other crab. Box using the diagonal missile. Take out that crab cleanly. Taking a tumble in the water there again, but so far taking a lot less damage than Shasta is. Alright, Shasta about to lower the water level here, and Box right behind. Health is not the most big deal at this point in the game, since they both have 2 E-tanks. However, the upcoming mini-boss can go south real quick, and Shasta gets his low-height Shine Spark on the Sector 4 escape. Very nice. Box about to set up for the same. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, way too high, but Box with the good backup strats. Very good situational awareness. If you set the Shine Spark too high, you hold left. It gives you the setup for the backup a little bit quicker. That's one of the things you gotta know about racing Fusion, folks. Knowing the optimal strats is great if you're going for PBs, but if being able to adapt quickly and do the backup strats as efficiently as possible is the key to being a good Fusion racer. And Mr. Shasta making a very valid point in chat there. The Saris patterns weren't awful, but he just made an error in the fight, and good on him for owning up to that. Yeah, this is not me throwing Shasta under the bus. The Saris fight is a challenging fight. Even with a lot of practice, experienced runners, as you can see here, can still very easily miss shots, miss the flares. It just happens. You just gotta roll with it. Fusion is very much a game that will some days just break you in half, and you just gotta play with two halves of your body, you know? Just gotta roll with it. Alright, Box and Shasta both heading down into Sector 3. The hot sector, the spicy sector, the Sriracha sector. And waiting for them in Sector 3, the super missiles, the best missile upgrade. Unfortunately, someone has locked it, which means we have to go unlock the doors. Shasta going to be setting up here for possibly the horizontal shine spark, or maybe... Okay, he's going for the horizontal shine spark. We're starting to see more and more folks go for the slightly faster, although also somewhat more tricky, just late shine charge, and then just somersault through the blocks, which saves you a shine spark bonk animation. But in this case, they're just both doing it the old, classic, reliable way. And to be honest, the other strat saves, I want to say, less than half a second, so it's not really that big of a time save. There's a lot to be said for kind of gauging safety versus speed in Metroid Fusion. Ooh. Ooh. Box, unfortunately, giving the Stretchy a little bit of an early lunch there. Neither of them getting the Shine Break, unfortunately. Thankfully, Shine Break is only about a half second. Again, because the Shine Spark is definitely faster than just running or climbing, but the fact that there's the wind-up animation, the bonk animation, kills a lot of time save there. So unless you're dealing with a very tall or a very wide room, Shine Sparking is not always the best way to do it. Alright, Shasta's trying to get the Data Spark there. I think he might have crouched a little bit too early, but we'll see. Yep, unfortunately not being able to hold the charge long enough to get the spark. Box, I think, likewise crouched a little bit too early. But that's of little consequence. The big thing coming up now is the box fight. A fight that requires some precise movement and precise shooting. Let's see how Shasta deals it here. Gets the first couple hits. Oh, doesn't get the second round of hits, so he's probably going to have to deal with an extra bomb. Going to lose him some time. If Box can get a clean fight, he's going to gain some time back here. And Shasta also... Oh, Box missing the setup, and the Box is walking, so his positioning is going to be off. Oh, this is unfortunate for Box. He had a chance to gain back time. He's probably going to be losing some time here, dealing with Box's irregular patterns now. Oh, goodness, especially if he kills it that far to the left. Oh, Box. Okay, Box thankfully killing, well, the Box further to the right here, but unfortunately all those extra rounds. And he's also low on missiles. Shasta leaving Sector 3 with 3 missiles, which is exactly what you want. Box only has 1. He might opt to try and kill some of these side hoppers here, hoping for Green X, and he gets one. So he has 2 missiles, but he's still 1 missile short, and his health is very low. Looks like he's opting to try and kill these bird enemies and see if he can get a Green X drop, but he doesn't. Alright, so hopefully Box is well-versed in the backup strats for the missile barrier in Sector 6. Both of them on their way there now. Man, not getting any green drops feels like a sort of betrayal. Not unlike what's happening on Shasta's screen, the lore gets deeper as some weird guy in a future suit reveals that they are working with our computer father to betray us. What a twist. Alright, I think Box is going to probably go for one of the 2 backup strats in Sector 6. Either he's going to set up for the very swanky Shine Spark strat, or he might just opt to bomb the wall and grab that missile tank early. Normally what we do here is we bomb it on the way in, so we don't have to wait for the bomb to go off and just pick them up on the way out. But we'll see what Box opts to do. His health is a lot lower than he'd like, but thankfully he shouldn't be in any danger unless he runs into multiple blue X's. Speaking of blue X's, there they are on Shasta's screen. It looks like our yellow Jellos have now gone blue raspberry. Or I guess Glacier Freeze if you want to go by whatever the heck Gatorade calls them. Ugh. Alright, Shasta dropping that bomb and using those 3 missiles on the barrier. I'm genuinely curious to see what Box will do here, though. He has several options, but I want to see how he decides to go about it. Alright, Shasta moving through cleanly. Alright, looks like he's probably just going to opt to grab the missile tank early then. So he just has to wait here a moment and grab that tank. Shasta, meanwhile, setting up to grab the absolutely free energy tank. This energy tank costs 0 seconds to get, because the game graciously lets the bomb timer go off while that dialogue box is on screen. Isn't that thoughtful of them? Alright. Box on his way as well. Oh no! He gets caught by the one blue X. He's in beeping strats now. Thankfully, the E-Tank is just one door away. He should be fine here, and he is safe. Just like that. Very good. He unmorphed to avoid getting launched up by that bomb, because it will actually launch you up, even if it goes off while you're frozen. It's kind of funny like that. Now he too has to get around the sacks. Shasta getting through that door with what looked like 0 beams. Now having to face off against the Giant Corex. He's hoping for a 4-round. Let's see if he can keep the Giant Corex corralled and do those 4 rounds. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it gets away. He should be fine though. 4 hits. Does not get the double and takes a swim. That's not good. You're hoping for triple doubles on this fight because it takes 6 missiles. Gets 1 double there. Alright, he pulls it off. Gets 2 doubles. And puts the Giant Corex to sleep. His reward for that performance is Eye Strain. Thank you, Mustard Suit. Boxmeister now about to do the same. Let's see if he can likewise pull off the 4-round. Oh! He's going for slightly quicker strats here. Finishing off the main Core X a little bit faster. Missing the first double though. Gets the double. And he should be good here. Oh, he missed this. He missed a double. And he missed the sweet spot. Fired that last missile a little bit too early. Now, he too gets the Gift of Eye Strain, both of them on their way out of Sector 6, having to deal with the most annoying of enemies, the Puffers. Shasta having a little bit of trouble with the wildlife. The fauna of Sector 6 are just not messing around today. Oh, the Puffers blocking that missile slot. But Shasta has made it out. Oh, Box getting that little spiky dude, just blocking him from the wall jumps. Unfortunately, okay, Box is trying to take a little bit safer to try to avoid enemies and the Puffers. Because the Puffers, until you can freeze them later, they have this delightful thing. It's their favorite trick, where if you hit them, they just blow up purple smoke, and it makes their hitbox like quadruple in size, and it's terrible. Alright, Box, for a moment there I was worried he might accidentally try and go pick up those missiles he already picked up, but he remembered, and he is on his way. Alright, Shasta on the elevator out of Sector 6, Box into the navigation room, getting himself some tasty, tasty words. Some folks asking about the fusion suit in Samus Returns. My recommendation is don't. Although I'm one of like 3 people who didn't like Samus Returns, so take my opinion as you will. Alright, Shasta now in the data room. I keep saying data room instead of navigation room. The navigation room for Sector 5, the cold sector, the chill sector, the minty fresh sector. Alright, not much to say about Sector 5. We'll be here 3 times. The biggest threat in Sector 5 is forgetting which visit you're on and going the wrong way. Shout out to Secret Key. Alright, but Shasta heading now into the first of the cold rooms. This is where the movement starts getting interesting here, because these waivers you see around, gotta be ready to deal with them. Thankfully, you still have super missiles right now, so with Charge Beam and supers, you can deal with them as they come, but you just have to know where they're going to be. Otherwise, oh, just like that, Shasta about to lose himself over 5 seconds, having to go back into the other room. That waiver is one of the most annoying in the room. If it's in your way, and you can't deal with it fast enough, you lose the speed, and you have to go back into the other room. Door transitions are 2 seconds, you don't want to lose those. Boxmeister making it through the big room cleanly. About to tackle the cold room now. So far, so good. Not letting the waivers give him any flack. Oh, he's going for the fast strat. He's going for the fast strat. And the waiver was in an advantageous position. He didn't have to deal with it. Fortunately, getting the double waivers in that lower section there. One of the more annoying ones to deal with. You gotta use a missile to deal with that second one. At least optimally. Alright, Mr. Shasta has just unlocked the doors. Now it's time for the fun vertical climb in Sector 5. Let's see how he handles it. Going for the pseudo screw. Oh, doesn't quite get the crab. The crab giving him some crap. Makes it out, though. It's very important to set up in the right spot there. Otherwise, you don't have enough speed to open that gate and get a shine charge here. It's less important this first time, but the second time, you absolutely have to get that shine charge or you're going to be losing a bunch of seconds. Alright, Box now doing his vertical climb. So far, so clean. Oh, opting to actually do the fancy strat going around the block before switching into PowerPoint mode briefly. He should be in good shape to open the gate and not get hit by the crab, and he gets it. Alright, and with that, Box in the data room grabbing himself the ice missile downgrade. I say that in half jest. The ice missiles are very useful in this game, but they also just make your missiles less good in combat. Against normal enemies, you can no longer one-shot them because the first missile will always freeze the enemy. Alright, Mr. Shasta opting to grab that green X there. I can't blame him. I would have probably done the same, because the next section, the upcoming section, is actually very missile-intensive, and you do not want to run out of missiles. And having under 15 missiles would have been a very, very risky move. And uh-oh, I don't know what Shasta... I think Shasta might have been talking too much stuff in chat, because it seems like there's a siren going off. The police are here. They're coming for him. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's time for the emergency. It's time for the emergency. And I don't know what y'all are talking about. Samus Returns, gravity suit looks dumb. I don't make the rules. But we're not here to talk about a less good game. We're here to talk about Metroid Fusion. And right now, both Shasta and Boxmeister are heading into the emergency. Emergency being one of the most intense sections of the game, not just because there's a bright red flashing light, but also because there's some seriously tight movement here. You gotta use good missile management, and mistakes will cost you not just several seconds, but will probably just drop you into the lava.
Minute to main boiler explosion.
So far, it's just going to be very similar to their first visit to Sector 3, but now they're just going to have to go down and down into the bottom of the sector. Shasta making good movement so far. Missile count's is a little bit on the low side. He should still be fine, but he can't afford to miss any missiles. Ooh. Having a fateful encounter with that. Is that a bird? Is that supposed to be a bird? I'm not entirely sure. Alright, Shasta so far so good. 5:02 door time heading into the final big room. Just gotta be careful here. Alright, did not hit the block, froze that stretchy. Missile count's going to be so close here though. Oh gosh, you may not. He's going to have to use a charge beam to break the door, just barely making it work. Oh no! He accidentally pseudo screws the enemy, having to go the long way around. Let's see. He gets a green X for his trouble and has a 1-beam door. 4:37 door time, still a solid door time. Let's see if we can get doubles on the core here. Box making great time through the rooms as well. Alright, looks like Shasta has missed one of the doubles, but still gets out with a 4:21 emergency time, a solid time. Box getting the good setup. 0 beams, a 4:43 door time, very good. If you can get doubles here, you can get an emergency time in the 4:30s, which is an excellent time. That one looked good. Oh, he missed that second one, though. But still, a solid 4:27 emergency time. Gaining back a few seconds on Shasta here, although Shasta's still leaving Sector 3 with the lead. Alright. Leaving Sector 3 is, aside from the vertical climb coming up that Chess is about to show for us, relatively not complex, although it's very easy to take a lot of damage if you're not careful. These stretchies do a lot of damage, even with the Varia suit. Shasta going for a climb that's a little bit different than the one we usually see. But he makes it up, taking minimal damage. Box taking a tumble into the lava. Oh gosh. So much health lost. They're not in any terrible danger right now for having low health, but they still want to be mindful of it. It's going to be a few minutes before they get another red X. Box taking a moment to set up the shot and still firing that ice missile a little bit too far to the left. Still able to recover, make it up, taking minimal damage. Very nice. Box has been doing a very good job this race of recovering from the tricks not going quite right, which is a very good play. All right, Mr. Shasta, elevator sparking his way up to go visit the main deck. Box getting ready to talk to the computer to tell him to take the elevator up to the main deck. They are, of course, coming up here to fulfill that most important of mission objectives. They gotta save the animals. Alright, movement is very similar to before, just a high jump now. Watching Mr. Shasta use his shot cancels and high jumps to climb that room nice and quick. Alright, let's see how he's going to handle the stretchies in the next room. Alright, going for the nice classic jump extend strat. Nice and quick. Nice and safe. Good strat. Well done. Setting up for the shine break now. Saves up a few seconds here. Oh, unfortunately, he did not crouch in time. Gonna have to go through this room using intended strats. Thankfully, he knows how to do it nice and fast. Minimizing the time loss very well. Let's see how Animal RNG treats him today. Oh, man. That was alright. Boxmeister likewise using the wall jump and jump extend strat. Let's see if he can have better luck with the shine break. Okay, yeah, he should be fine. There we go. And there you go. Let's see if his RNG is any better. Oh, I just saw two Edakuns run past the door. It's gonna lose him some time there. Some of them having okay animal RNG. Not spectacular, but not the worst. Mr. Shasta on his way back down to the data rooms in order to tell the computer the bad news. Everybody's dead, Dave. Meanwhile, don't look at Boxmeister's screen right now, because then you'll be looking at the suit. Okay, the coast is clear. I got you covered. Okay. Boxmeister passing along the news as well. Shasta grabbing the elevator missiles. Box going to be right behind him here in a moment. And they're both on their way back down to Sector 5. It's time to grab the loudest power-up. The computer has decided that Samus is being way too quiet, so we're going to let her weapons do the talking. Let's get some power bombs. Alright, Shasta, getting ready. Let's see if we can set up for the first of the Sector 5 Shine Sparks here. He should be good, and he gets it. Not quite high enough to make it up that platform, having to do a little bit of a climb, but still. Alright. Hopefully remembering he needs to go straight to the data room and not accidentally going further around down. Why, yes, I am projecting. Why do you ask? And there we go, Mr. Shasta getting power bombs. Box setting up for that Shine Spark. He's doing it at ground level, which does work, but it completely removes the possibility of making it up to that platform without a climb. Alright, now Shasta's health is good because he's coming up on the next sax sequence. With this much health, he can take one hit from the sax, and before the second one will kill him, so he shouldn't be taking any shots, but it's nice to know he at least has a little bit of a buffer. And there we go. With that, both Box and Shasta have the power bombs. The loudest power-up and the third loudest sound in the game. Let's see how Shasta decides to go up this room. Alright, he's going up using the classic strat. After some deliberation yesterday, it was discovered that this strat and the alternative strat, which we may or may not see Boxmeister do, are actually close enough in time that execution will actually decide which one of the two is faster, humorously enough. About a quarter second apart in time. Alright, Box opting to grab that red X. Shasta seems like he did not. Alright, both of them going classic climb. That classic taste you have come to know and love, made with real cane sugar. And both of them, thankfully, getting through that powerbomb barrier. It is so nice of the developers to make it so that Speed Booster breaks through powerbomb barriers. Otherwise, it would make that room a lot more annoying. But Shasta, first to answer the call, come back to the ship. Something is up. Can you explain where this dent came from? Ooh! Ooh! Box, unfortunately, having a little bit of crab trouble. Making it out, though. Now, normally at this point in time, having 3 E-tanks means you're safe for most things. Unfortunately, there's a room coming up here in the sequence Shasta's in, the power is out section, where these enemies spit on you because they're crass like that. Unfortunately, they're not just crass, they're also acid. Someone's been watching a lot of Aliens, I guess. Here's the room Shasta's in now. Oh, he manages to dodge the spit. So no damage for him, but if Box gets spat on 3 times, I want to say, I always forget exactly how much damage to do. I want to say if he gets spit on 3 times, he's dead. Because the acid spit does over 100 damage. And Mr. Shasta first back to the ship. Is he going to take the safety save? He is not. He is not taking the safety save. Letting Adam know how things stand. You can order me... Oh, Box getting spit on once. Be careful, Box. Ooh, dodging the second spit, getting the speed charge. He makes it out of there. It only does 80? Okay, thank you, Scotty. I have a lot of numbers I have to try to remember. I try, folks, I try. Box making it back to the ship. He's been one who... Yeah. Box taking that safety save there is, has served him well. I am a strong proponent of taking that save. And Shasta already rapidly approaching the next boss fight. And the first boss fight in what we affectionately call the boss gauntlet. Because we're coming up on a sequence of several bosses, one after the other real quick. And Shasta getting 0 beams on Yakuza Door. Okay, let's see how the fight goes for him. Setting up for the early hits here. We want Yakuza to be brown, and Yakuza is in fact brown. Oh, doesn't open its mouth this time. Oh no, Yakuza, please. Oh, Shasta getting the 4-cycle Yakuza. That's the worst luck you can get on phase 1. That's unfortunate. So now he's going to have to try to do well in his second phase here. Oh, he's having a little bit of trouble. Taking a lot of hits from the stuff that Yakuza's spewing. Ooh. This could be rough. It's because of things like this that grabbing the 4th energy tank is actually extremely viable in races. Alright, Boxmeister now likewise in the Yakuza fight. Just doing alright on his doubles. Uh-oh, is Box also going to get a 4-cycle? Oh, Box also gets the 4-cycle Yakuza. And he tanks missiles! Oh no, Box! Oh no! Oh gosh. Pardon me. Thankfully, not getting 4 cycles twice. Only getting 2 extra cycles in the second round. But that is an unfortunate thing to happen to Box. And he's also he's opting to use charge shots in this phase to maintain his missile count, because you need those missiles to deal with the core. Unfortunately, his health is also a little bit dicey right now. He's doing alright, but if he starts taking too many hits, his health could very easily drop below 1 E-tank. He's got to be careful here. And he gets it. Oh, he misses the first double, but he still has plenty of missiles. Having some trouble with the doubles here. Meanwhile, Shasta dealing with the big sax chase, no problems whatsoever. making it through, not taking a single hit. And Box finally putting Yakuza down, getting himself the worst space jump in the 2D Metroid. But oh my gosh, I'm feeling bad for Box right now. He's probably not feeling very good either. But don't let it get you down, Box. There's still plenty of race to go, plenty of things that can happen. Keep playing, Box, keep playing. Shasta getting 0 beams on the Notori Idor. Alright, 45 missiles. Gotta get 3 charge shots, 3 power bombs, and then just spam missiles till you're blue in the face. Thankfully, standing this far forward on the platform, that back flower just can't see you. Just can't see you. Don't gotta worry about the spores. Alright, now Box having to deal with the Sax chase himself. I know he's talked about having a little bit of trouble with the missile block in the ground. Hopefully he should have no trouble with that here today. Shasta facing off against the Plasma Core. No problem whatsoever. And Box making that chase look easy. Alright. So Boxmeister on his way to Notori now, while Shasta's on his way out of Sector 2. And on his way to the saddest kitchen appliance. I'm of course talking about the crying microwave, the Nightmare. Alright, Box at the Notori Idor. Let's see how it treats him. Oh boy. 1 beam, not too bad. Alright. Giving it a few extra charge shots. Oh, nope, he was just counting. I think... Did he only drop 2 power bombs? Yeah, miscounted there. He's gotta be careful, though. He doesn't want to run out of missiles. Ooh, he's got 1 missile left. He's gotta hope for some green drops here. Looks like he's just going to be going for singles, unfortunately. Doesn't have enough missiles to try for doubles. Meanwhile, Shasta on his way to Sector 5. Oh no. Box needs some green drops, but he just keeps getting yellows. Oh, there's a green. And he gets it, finally putting Notori to rest. Getting himself a plasma. But he still has to leave Sector 2, and Shasta's already in the navigation room for Sector 5. And Box also has to watch out, because the Key Hunters are about one of the most dangerous enemies in any Metroid, and they're all over the place in Sector 2. Alright, Shasta's setting up for the most important Shine Spark of the run here. Nightmare Shine Spark. It looks good. And he's off. Off to the races. He's at the 40, the 30. He could go all the way! Oh! He gets it! That is such an important Shine Spark, and such a cool-looking Shine Spark. Yeah, excuse me for one moment here. I apologize. Didn't want y'all to hear that. It came back for more, excuse me. Alright, Shasta now in the underwater bits of Sector 5. On his way to Nightmare. Nightmare is one of those fights that everyone hates as a casual, but is not nearly as bad in a speedrun until it is, for lack of a better way of putting it. Let's see how it goes for Shasta, though. It's 3 phases. The first 2 phases are pretty much whatever. Third phase, though, is the dance. Thankfully, you don't need a sense of rhythm, but you certainly need a sense for what the heck Nightmare is doing, because Nightmare is the worst dance partner. He always insists on leading and doesn't actually know how to lead, which, let me tell you, is the actual worst thing on the ballroom dance floor. Let's see how this goes. Shasta pumping those missiles into the gelatinous face. Did enough damage. Okay. Now he just has to get... Ooh! stepping on his foot, but it's okay. Shasta manages to direct Nightmare, and Nightmare is finished. And, ooh, tries for that first double, doesn't quite get it. This one takes 6 missiles. Oh no, Box unfortunately misses the setup for the Nightmare Shine Spark, thankfully. Oh no! He's just running it! He's just running it! He's just running it! That's an unfortunate mistake. He went for the backup strap, but then accidentally horizontally Shine Sparked into the wall instead of jumping up. That's, you never want to see that. That's just unfortunate. Don't lose heart, Box. You're still in it. But watch out for the fish pirates! The fish pirates are no joke. They do a lot of damage. Whew. Mr. Shasta making it into underwater Sector 4. Using his R-shot to get through the door. Making it look fancy. Oh, what a clean drop that was. Dropping through that room quickly is a bit tricky and looks really cool. Underwater Sector 4, let me tell you. It has nice, relaxing ambient music. It is extremely dangerous because everything, even with the gravity suit, really, really hurts. Alright, Box now into Nightmare. Let's see if he can have a good Nightmare fight as well. He's a little bit far to the left. I hope he's okay. He ends up okay here. Alright. He adjusts. And one more shot. Oh, goodness. He didn't get the missile off. But he makes it into Phase 3. No problem. Shasta making it through pretty clean. He took a little bit of damage early on, but he's still in good shape. Box just has to do the dance. He should be good here, and he gets it. Good Nightmare positioning. The fight is over. Got a less than ideal movement, but he made it work. Doesn't get that first double. Let's see if he can get a couple more. Oh, it's a bit low. Ice missile doubles. You can't do low height doubles like you can with the regulars and the supers. You got to give yourself that vertical distance. But Box gets the final double to finish off that fight, and he is now also clad in style. That purple and teal combo is so good. But he's got to move quick. He still has to get to Underwater Sector 4, while Shasta, meanwhile, is about to get the fusion missiles and be on his way out of the sector. This race is far from over, but Shasta has a healthy lead right now. Alright, now Shasta with the diffusion missiles, but this is Japanese version, so he doesn't, even if he wanted to, he could not show off the alternate strat for secret message here if he wanted to. But that's okay. Alright. Box actually having a... Oh! Having a little bit of trouble with Ever. Oh! Oh! Ever is representing Dragon, who is upset that it did not get to be in this game. Alright, and Shasta now on his way out of Sector 4, Box unlocking the level 4 doors. And Shasta returning to Sector 6, which has somehow managed to be even less nocturnal than it was the first time around. Let me tell you, I don't know who designed these sectors, but they must have missed all the memos. Either that or willfully ignored them. But meanwhile, we get to listen to the relaxing tunes of Underwater Sector 4, which I actually really like. Oh no, Box accidentally doing a little bit of 100% there. There's actually a missile tank down there. Alright. Both of them actually have to watch out for their health. Shasta's health is rather low. thankfully, you'll have a chance to grab a bunch of blue X's here in Sector 6 to get some health back, but the next fight, Xbox, the deadliest fight of all, which I mean, I'm not sure where I was going with that. The fact of the matter is, Xbox is a dangerous fight because it does a lot of damage. And there's electrified water too, because of course there is. So he grabs those blue X's, which is good, because he needs that health. But he's going to have to be careful, because if anything starts going south with the Xbox fight, it could spell trouble for Shasta. Box taking it safe here, freezing that balloon thing. And here we go. Unfortunately, Shasta accidentally bonked on the door there, so he's not going to get himself a Shine Spark up through here, bringing his health down to a lot lower than he'd like it to be. Oh, please be careful, Shasta. The Xbox fight is nothing to sneeze at. Alright, because the Xbox now can jump higher. Well, the room is lower, so it can knock you off the ceiling, but you have to be close enough to be able to hit those diagonal shots. So he's going to have to take his shots, then move. Oh no, he gets hit! He should be good here. One or two more good hits should get, and he gets it, but he's not out of the woods yet. The core wave beams do so much damage. He has to hit it 4 times. He's got to be careful. We've had more. I think we may have had more people die to this core than we have died to the actual Xbox fight. But oh, he gets it. Those wave beams do 80 damage, even with the gravity suit. But Shasta makes it through all right. Very well played. And now Box, with his very low health here, hopefully we'll have similar luck with grabbing those blue X's. Well, Mr. Shasta is on his way to the Forbidden Party. I hope he read the note, though, as I'm pretty sure he was supposed to bring forbidden fruit to the Forbidden Party, but it's hard to get Tide Pods these days. And, uh-oh, someone brought Metroid to the Forbidden Parties. There's a difference between forbidden memes and contraband. Someone didn't get the memo. Sax! Sax, please! Oh, gosh. Who invited Sax? Well, I guess we have to jettison the entire party out into deep space. Alright, Boxmeister making his way through Sector 6 now. He grabbed those blue X's though, so his health's in pretty decent shape. Just has to be careful not to run into too many things. Those puffers are still as annoying as ever. Meanwhile, Shasta getting a taste of the word tsunami that is to come. No entry without authorization. In case you didn't hear it the second time. Alright, Box facing off against the Xbox. I am you, but with corporate sponsorship, it says. Don't let it get you down, Boxmeister. You are the superior box here. Assert your dominance. Oh no! Be careful, Box. You got this. He's taking safer strats, hanging to the left instead of the right, making it harder to get the shots, but having less opportunities to get knocked into the water. Alright. Get himself some X's to give himself safety. 2 shots left. He should be safe now. And he gets it. Opts to not set up for the sweet spot, but that's alright because he lived, and that's what matters. Now he too is on his way down to the Forbidden Party. Hopefully he will do better because we are running out of good party houses. We keep jettisoning them into space. And the insurance company is starting to ask questions. Shasta getting an I-beam on his final eye door. And Ridley being extremely upset He did not get invited to the party.
Warning, no entry without...
But Ridley, no. It was a terrible party. We had to run.
Warning, no...
He doesn't care. He's just too mad to think. Incidentally, in case anyone was wondering what the other two sounds louder than the power bombs were, Ridley is one of them. Alright, Shasta finishing off Ridley. Let's see if we can get any diffusion doubles. Oh, gosh. Doesn't look like it. Unfortunately, diffusion doubles... Oh, that looked like a double right there. He got one, it looks like. Diffusion missiles, unfortunately, make doubles extremely difficult. So even getting one on the Ridley core is a victory. And getting multiples means at that point you are now fusion speedrunning royalty. Alright, Shasta on his way to the true final boss, while Boxmeister is dealing with a lecture. Can you just go ahead and ground me rather than giving me a lecture? These are worse. No, just for that you're getting the long lecture with the slides. Alright, Shasta making his way through the secret part of Sector 1 here, now armed with the screw attack. The game gives it to you very late, which is unfortunate because it's an extremely powerful. It's actually better than it has ever been before. Makes you practically invincible. Incidentally, the only things that can hurt you when you're in the screw attack are the last couple of bosses. Fancy that. Mr. Shasta making very good use of shot cancels here to not break through the blocks and save himself a few frames on every jump. And Box moving very cleanly through this section here. Now let's see how he handles those gold pirates. Shasta did it pretty well. But despite the fact that the setup is pretty well known, it's still easy to accidentally turn too quickly or too slowly and not kill the pirate with one shot, just like that. But Box makes it out. He's on his way to Ridley. And since we're using Boxmeister's audio, you all get to enjoy now in glorious compressed audio. Oh! 0 beams for Box. That's so exciting that Ridley wants to share in his excitement. Tell us how you really feel, Ridley. Tell me more. Great story, tell it again. Meanwhile, don't let this distract you from the fact that Mr. Shasta is locked in mortal combat with the true final boss. But he seems to be holding out pretty well here. Fox having a little bit of trouble, not quite getting those clean charge shot missile combos and taking a lot of damage, but he makes it out alive. Oh, gotta watch out though. This core is no joke. It does a lot of damage if it touches you. Gotta be careful. Oh! Come on, Box, be careful. And he finishes it off. Finishes it off. With that, Mr. Shasta has beaten the true final boss and is on his way to the sort of kind of final boss. This game likes to pull a lot of bait and switches. He's on his way to the sax fight. Samus has decided that no, she was not going to support the Sax's woodwind tyranny any longer. She's going to stand firmly in the brass camp and learn to play the sousaphone. Now, for anyone who's been watching this tournament, you know that the sax fight is actually, once you learn the quick kill strat, is actually pretty fast, not that difficult. However, keeping the sax frozen and in a certain spot is the key to this quick kill. So Shasta and Box are both going to have to make sure that they use charge shots and missiles as well-timed as possible. Missing any of them will get the sax loose, and once the sax is loose, the fight is a lot longer.
So the margin for error is very small. Let's see if Shasta can deliver. Yo, Box also doing those shot cancels, by the way. Alright, it's frozen in position. Oh, Shasta going for the horizontal strat. We don't see this one too much anymore. It takes a few extra shots, but it's a lot simpler, and some people swear by it. Alright, so you can get the 2 shots on phase 2. That looked good. Oh, he did not. Took a 3rd shot, but the positioning is good. Now he's got to set up for doubles on the ice core. He's going to try for triple doubles. We have some pretty reliable setups for it. That one looked good. That one tanked. Alright, he got 2 doubles. That was solid. Can't complain about doubles on the ice core. Shasta's in very strong shape here. The only thing standing between him and the end of the race is the big boy. No, not that big boy. Although now I kind of want a hamburger. I'm talking about the big boy. And not just the only thing bigger than the big boy's size is the big boy's volume. Hope you all are ready for the other louder than the powerbomb sound. Big boy, loud boy, absolute unit. Alright, meanwhile, Boxmeister's about to have a moment of shock here. By which I mean Samus's about to have a moment of shock. In case you thought that every single Samus clone here and Samus herself didn't have any pupils, the game decided, nope, we're going to show you Samus has eyes, and they're blue. Here, check it out. What? Oh, Shasta's setting up for that low height, not quite getting it. And here we go. There he is! The biggest boy. Give us a high five, big boy. We're happy to see you too. Oh! Alright, Box on his way to face off against the Sax. Meanwhile, Shasta getting a surprising tag team entry from the other Sax. Looks like they were actually trying to start a jazz band here on the BSL. Shasta getting his final power-up. He is now orange Daba. No, it doesn't actually work. But he gets the quick kill setup. The diagonal quick kill, and just like that, the big boy is big bye. That sounded better in my head. We are just moments away. As soon as the shit beams up Samus and Shasta loses control, he is finished. And just like that, Mr. Shasta is your winner here today with an official SRL time of 1:17:32, and he has improved his race personal best by 4 seconds. Congratulations to Shasta. And here comes Boxmeister, though, about to face off against the Sax himself. Let's see how it goes. Come on, Box, I believe in you. All right, gets the setup. He's going for the diagonal. And Shasta is here. Shasta, congratulations.
Thank you.
I saw you also got a race PB. You played really well.
Yeah, by 4 seconds. I played pretty okay for most parts. I remember early on in the race, though, I had a really bad stairs because for once in my life, I actually messed up the fight, which I never happened to me. It was weird.
Oh yeah, Stairs, I swear, is one of those fights where you stop worrying about it because you always get it, and then just like one day you're just like, huh, how did that happen?
Yeah, really. That's how it is for me.
Surprise 3 or 4 round. But nonetheless, you have pulled it off. Box is currently facing off against the Ice Core.
Nice.
And so aside from Sarah, was there anything else that really just stood out at you about that run that you felt really good, or just felt really what?
4-round Yakuza plus a really bad fight afterwards. That was the worst for me. I lost like 10 seconds there. I could have saved like, I think 13 on that split. So that's not a good feeling.
Yeah.
It's fine. I had like a really good beginning though. I had perfect luck at the very beginning. I got Arachnus and stuff.
Yeah, you got 0 rolls and you got 0 beams on that door.
And opened immediately every time too.
Yeah.
Which is also luck.
I actually looked away for a second, and I thought you had actually gotten a double because you got so fast.
Nope. It's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't go for high-door doubles because I don't understand it. And I'm not good at them. I've gotten them before, but like it might have been just like up like pure luck in that case, pushing buttons.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it feels like sometimes like the more you understand them, it's like I can do them now. Then you understand them better, and you suddenly can't do them. And then whoa, Box got the low height shine spark.
Yo,
Nice.
that's really hard to do.
Yeah, it is. I haven't seen one of those in actually a few weeks in this tournament, so good on Box.
Yeah, good stuff. And go back on splits. Actually, I'm at GG. You just finished right now. So I had really bad sector 5 in general. That was a big thing too for me, it seems.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which sector was that?
Sector 5 was pretty bad for me, it seems, according to my splits. Oh well.
Well, I think you didn't you have to didn't one of the waivers knock you out when you were trying to go through those speed booster blocks?
You're right. That's what it was. Forgot what it was. That's what it was. I hate when that happens. I literally couldn't get him either because the ice axe was like literally inside of him, so I couldn't do anything about it.
So he's like, I have to release really late and hope I hit him. Nope.
Yeah.
Boxmeister. Boxmeister now is also finished with an official SRL time of 1:20:56, and he's improved his personal best by 9 seconds. Both our runners today getting race PBs. That's awesome.
Definitely. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah, it was an excellent race. I actually really enjoyed getting a chance to watch it and talk over it.
Sweet. I saw some people in chat enjoying your commentary a lot too, so good job on that.
The secret is I say whatever pops into my head, which is not always a good thing, but it works.
Hey, it works out. It's good enough, really.
All right, looks like Box is ready to pop in as well.
Get in here, man.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
Box.
Congratulations, Shelsa.
Yep, GG's.
Hey, at least I finished. That's something.
You did. There were a couple of spots there where you had me a little bit worried, but you pulled it out every time.
Yeah, I mean, this run was far from brilliant. I had a good start, but it started to fall down the moment I hit the Sarah's fight, actually.
Oof. I had a bad Sarah's as well in my run.
Yeah,
I messed with the fight itself, so I can get the full damage on him. So I got 3 rounds with him instead of 2.
I fell into the water between the Sarah's rounds, so
Oh, God.
I had to loop all the way around. So yeah, I lost a lot of time there.
I'm sorry, that's the worst.
But yeah, I mean, a few weeks ago, the time I just got was my PB. So
Hey, that's good then. Congrats on the improvements.
yeah, I've definitely improved over the course of the tournament, and I'm not sad. I mean, I've far exceeded my expectations in how I placed in this tournament. So
Hey, same here. I'm kind of lucky. I'm kind of on borrowed time right now since I should have been in 9th place because of Monkey dying in my race against him. So I know that feeling really well.
Monkey and I, wait, no, never mind. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of close matches, so I really had to fight for this spot.
Yeah, I saw your last match and the results, and you're like 20. You beat I think Xfub by 20 seconds in the end, which is crazy. That was a really tight race.
All my matches have been close. The biggest difference before this difference, of course, has been 30-40 seconds.
Oh wow, that is really tight. Then no kidding.
No, Box has been regularly counted on to have some of the most exciting races for the most unexpected reasons so far this tournament.
That's awesome then.
Yeah, I think Crunchy gave a very accurate description there.
It's really awesome though. Like having just close races like that is just good for the viewers, and like I imagine it's like really stressful for you though at the same time.
And also, it also is a good motivating factor, to be honest.
Oh,
I
definitely.
mean, I tend to have the restream open during my matches, so when I see that we're going that we would be going close for the entire race, that really pushes me to the limits. It did against Explode. It also did against Sophia and Crunchy.
Okay. That makes sense. Meanwhile, I haven't improved much on it. I haven't like improved all my PB in this tournament. Whereas last tournament, I improved by a few minutes as well. But like I've been getting consistent like 49s and like 48s in this tournament, which is nice. I'm not like doing worse than that. It makes me happy at least.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for just consistent play.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully I can keep it up against Mickey next round too.
Oh, you're up against Mickey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, #1 seed.
The #1 seed.
That's gonna be something.
That's gonna be
a tie. That's gonna be a tie race if I play like I'm playing right now.
Wow.
That's one I'm definitely looking forward to.
Definitely.
Mickey, now!
Mickey, wow!
Mickey is now available for race. What?
Mickey joins the fight. No, but yep, like you said, with this, Shasta moves forward to face off against Mickey now in the losers semis. In the winner of that match will face off against Scotty to go up and face off in the finals.
Loser semis.
Yep.
That's gonna be good.
But Box,
Either way, whatever happens, I'm pretty happy with how I placed in the tournament. I was expecting to get top 8, but not like 5th, pretty much.
Yay, top 8. Oh.
Yeah, that's how I see it as, at least. I'm happy though.
yeah, absolutely. It's hard to believe that we've come this far in the tournament. It just feels like it's just been non-stop matches and just kind of almost feels like it was going for a lot longer. But here we are. We're getting near the end.
Yep. I need to schedule my race with Mickey soon.
Yeah.
I know Scotty's anxiously awaiting that.
Oh yeah. I actually have another tournament race for a different tournament in about an hour from now. We're curving up Bird Dreamlands. So I'm kind of busy today, it seems.
Never a dull moment in the life of Shasta.
Oh yeah. Seems like it.
I'm entering a very relaxing period because I'm at the moment out of the speedrun tournaments I was in. So yeah, gonna cruise a little bit.
You gonna take a little bit of a break from going fast then?
I don't know. I might try to get my fusion time down a little bit more. I mean, there's still plenty I can improve on. But yeah, I mean, I have achieved my big goal for fusion. I might go for a little bit longer, and if I get tired, then I'll move on to a different game. But it's not my main focus from here on.
That's always a good idea. That's kind of how I was as well too. If I runs of this game, that's been my main focus. But I've been still like working on it occasionally, like here and there.
Yeah, fusion is a kind of run I do every now and then. And usually when I pick it up every now and then, I improve on something else. Yeah.
I feel you. That's how I'm for like most of the games I run as well. I just like pick it up here and there and just roll with it for a while and see if I can improve on it.
Yeah, it's not always easy to just sit down and just grind out a game for days and days and days. Some folks that can do that, more power to them, but it's hard for I know it's hard for me to do that.
Yeah, same.
I like variety. So,
I like a lot of different video games, and I want to play a lot of different video games. That's how I see it. I won't be stuck on one speed game forever. But I want good times in those speed games at the same time. That's my thought process, at least.
That seems reasonable.
Yep.
All right.
Low
Well,
52 or high 51. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get here.
I got 49 personally. I think it was like either low 49 or mid. I was forced to sign off my PB at least. Like RTA.
oh, nice.
I improved my RTA PB on Japanese yesterday. Still haven't gotten my actual PB on Japanese, but we'll see. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Definitely. Keep that up, man. You
Here
got
time.
this.
52. That's
Sweet.
that sounds about right.
I'll keep
11%.
at it, man. Just, I mean, I know you can go faster. I've seen you go faster on English. You can do it on Japanese too. Just gotta do a few runs.
Yeah, the thing is, yesterday I judging from my splits, I must have had a very low 51. I've improved immensely on my Japanese PB and still got a 51.
Nice.
It's just the game, man. It just sometimes it's just kind of like, you know what, you're close, but nah.
You're not close enough, buddy.
It's almost as if this game wants me to PB on English only.
No. I just think just game's nature. Like, I'm not even joking. From when I got my 50 to my current RTA PB is a difference of 1 minute and 4 seconds. It is still a 50.
Wow.
The game just says no sometimes. You just gotta sit there and say, yes, game, I'm sorry, game, I'll do better next time.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it's frustrating because I have difficulties matching my PBs on the Japanese version, but I can PB at relative ease on the English version for some reason. It's really odd.
I actually feel the same way, even though my English version is like not as optimized. It's weird.
I don't know, it's the only version I've played, so it's just what I'm used to.
Heck, maybe the game wants me to switch to English and learn the clip.
Don't do it. Don't succumb to it.
I don't want to.
I mean, if you learn English, might as well learn memory corruption. That's what I say.
Yeah,
Right,
It's
like
definitely
halfway
cool.
there.
It's definitely cool.
It's cool that you can just do that in the game. The run itself is like okay, but like it's cool that you can just kind of do that now.
yeah. The nasty thing is, even with how much I hate the boss gauntlet, sometimes it is one of the more interesting parts of the run.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But memory
And,
corruption takes that away.
Yeah, the
Oh.
fun part actually starts where memory corruption ends, so it's a little bit meh.
Yeah, definitely. Just a side effect of how it is, though. It's not exactly too fun of a run, but it's just cool that, given this game is not broken at all for the longest time, that's just cool they can just do something like that in the first place now. That's how I see it, at least.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because Fusion was for the longest time just the rigid, unbreakable, unsequence breakable Metroid, which it's just finally no longer.
Oh yeah. For most part, at least. Like, you can at least do that, but we'll see if anything else gets found in the future like that.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely hoping. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing if someone else can find a different way of doing that. That'd be pretty cool.
It seems like at this point, the only way to break future is like memory corruption. It's just like corrupting the flags of the game. That's all it can really do, because there's so many just checkpoints and flags in this game you have to pass through in order to actually beat the game.
Yeah, because I mean, if the game is going to be so tight-fisted about its flags and its events, then all we have to do is change the flags and the events.
Yeah, exactly. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
When we put it that way, it doesn't seem hard at all.
Oh, it's easy. Trust me. Anyone can find that.
I mean, the approach on the entire thing is quite easy. The only thing that isn't as easy is the exact execution. Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I haven't actually tried it yet, but yeah, it seems like it's pretty tight. I've seen people seem like they get it, and it just doesn't quite work.
I kind of want to try it myself. I'm not good at it.
I'm not that interested in trying it. I'll focus on something else probably.
Yeah, I'm just gonna focus on Samus turns for a while.
I do have the plans to work on my 100% time in this game,
That's good.
but that's gonna take me a good bit.
Yeah, Hondo's a fun category, but it definitely has a lot more. Cleanup alone is worth takes a lot of practice to get perfect.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. It seems like the funnest part of the run though at the same time.
Oh, it is absolutely. Especially if you get it clean, like you do Sector 6 cleanup with like a lot of the space boosts. Oh man, you just feel so good.
I can imagine.
I wouldn't know what that's like. I'm just saying, I'm sure it feels really good.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. Actually, I should probably take a look at the speed gaming schedule to make sure we're not overlapping with anything.
For sure.
All right, looks
we
like
have.
yeah, looks we got Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland starting at 5:30 on this very channel, so we still got a little bit of time.
With me.
Oh, that's your race, isn't it?
Yeah, me and Kitten.
All right, so you all get to stick around here a little bit longer and watch Shasta do some more speed running here with some Kirby.
Just make
And-
sure it's on this channel too, right?
Yes, it is on Speed
All
Gaming
right,
too.
perfect.
And if you want to watch Link to the Past Randomizer, you can watch literally any other channel because that's what's going on every other channel at the same time.
Sounds about right. Good old 500 full person tournament.
That said, that's not the only thing that's going on today, because if you want to watch some more Metroidvania goodness, at 9 p.m. on Speed Gaming 3, the Shantae Pirates Curse tournament continues, and that's a fun speed run. I like that one a lot. But as far as Fusion goes, though, let's see. Do we have any other races scheduled right now? I don't think we do.
Probably the next match that will be scheduled is Shasta's match.
Yeah.
Yep, so we're not sure when that one's going to be up yet, but keep your eyes peeled on the schedule. As soon as we get that scheduled, it'll be thrown up, so you're not going to want to miss that one, let me tell you. But I think I might actually be out of words for once. So,
all
Box,
good.
Shasta, you guys got anything else you want to add? Any final thoughts?
No, not really.
I wanna thank you for commentating our match, Crunchy. Really appreciate it. You've commentated most, if not all, of my matches so far. Really a pleasure to have you around commentating. I've rewatched several of the VODs, so really great job you're doing. I want to thank Speed Gaming for hosting the tournament, of course. And further shout-outs to the community for putting up such a nice tourney.
It's been great so far.
Absolutely has, and actually, yeah, I will say thanks to both of you, Box and Shasta, for putting up such a great race. Because I wouldn't be having anything to talk over if you guys didn't do a great job like that. So, thank you.
My pleasure.
And if you guys don't follow these two yet, you should do that. You totally should.
Hooray!
Yo.
And as always, a heartfelt shout out to Feasel for continuing to do all the work behind the scenes to make this possible. He does a spectacular job and is deserving of everyone's thanks and affection for that.
Oh yeah, Fiesel's the best.
Yep.
But with that, I think I'm done.
Yeah, same. Let's wrap it up then.
Sounds good.
Like a nice
Sick.
Christmas present.
Christmas in April. Well, it is
Yes.
kind of snowing a little bit around here, so. But thank you for watching, everybody. Keep your eyes peeled for the next race, Shasta versus Mickey. It's going to be great. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.
See you around, everyone.
See you.
Yep.